Hi, I'm Katie Cleary, President and founder of World Animal News and Peace for Animals. And these are the top-breaking animal news stories making headlines, and how you can get involved. In a major victory, Expedia Group and all of its travel brands ban activities that exploit captive dolphins and whales and other species of wildlife for entertainment. Following years of pressure from animal advocates, Expedia Group, which is one of the world's most recognized online travel brands, took to Twitter to share the amazing news. Expedia Group's brand sites that are also banning the exploitation of wildlife include Travelocity, Hotels.com, Vrbo, Hotwire, Orbitz, and Trivago. The positive news is definitely a step in the right direction and is a part of the organization's recently changed animal welfare policy. In wildlife news, Bolivia arrests 5 notorious Chinese jaguar traffickers in collaboration with EarthLeague International. The arrests follow a 3-year investigation by the Wildlife and Environmental Intelligence Agency. In the past few years, the price of jaguar fangs has surged. The street price for their teeth in Asia is now more than 10 times greater in South America, fueling an illegal export boom across the Pacific. Sadly, some people are under the false impression that they have medicinal power or serve as an aphrodisiac, of which there's no scientific proof. In more wildlife news, there's a major victory as wildlife advocates convince the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to keep protections for threatened Canadian lynx and finally write a recovery plan after nearly 2 decades. The agreement stems from a legal challenge which wildlife advocates brought against the service for its failure to prepare a recovery plan for the threatened species over the extended period of time. Did you know that lynx and their habitat are threatened by wildfires, logging, development, motorized vehicles, and hunting and trapping which disturb and fragment their landscape? Together, we can help protect and save the lynx for future generations. A shocking undercover investigation exposes an auction house of horror where over 550 hunting trophies were sold to the highest bidder. The investigation recently conducted in Iowa by the Humane Society of the United States and Humane Society International found what can only be described as a massive graveyard of the trophy hunting industry. The deplorable event featured thousands of dead animals, including at least 557 so-called hunting trophies of threatened and endangered species, such as elephants and polar bears. There were also other imperiled foreign species, including giraffes and hippos, as well as countless American wildlife such as grizzly bears, black bears, and mountain lions. An investigation such as this reminds us why trophy hunting should be banned worldwide. A judge decides to cancel Wisconsin's November wolf hunt, temporarily sparing the lives of hundreds of wolves. A court issued an injunction requiring that Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources temporarily halt the wolf trophy hunt that was scheduled to begin on November 6th. For now, that means that the wolf quota is set at 0 and no licenses will be issued to wolf hunters. While this is a positive move, the judge also noted that the injunction was in place only until the rule was updated. Together, we can help save wolves by urging Secretary of the Interior, Deb Haaland, and the Biden administration to relist them under the Endangered Species Act. In some promising news, Indonesia's first ever dog meat prosecution results in the trader being sentenced to 10 months in prison and fined $10,000. As previously reported by WAN, the trader was caught in May by Kulon Progo District Police, transporting 78 dogs in the back of a truck. Sadly, only 62 dogs survived the ordeal. The dogs who were trafficked from Garut in West Java were headed to be slaughtered for human consumption throughout Central Java. The interception comes after years of campaigning by the Dog Meat Free Indonesia coalition that now hopes this prosecution will send a strong signal to traders across Indonesia that the dog meat business is illegal and violators will be punished. Dog Meat Free Indonesia is pushing for an explicit nationwide ban on the brutal dog meat trade. For more information on how you can take action to help end the horrific dog meat trade, visit worldanimalnews.com. This month in plant-based news, McDonald's launched its exclusive new Beyond Meat McPlant Burger at 8 locations throughout the United States. For a limited time, the new and improved McPlant Burger will be available while supplies last at McDonald's locations in Irvine and Carrollton, Texas, Cedar Falls, Iowa, Jennings in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and El Segundo in Manhattan Beach, California. So if you're in the area, grab yourself a McPlant burger and let's help make this a permanent menu option at all McDonald's nationwide. In more plant-based news, Paul McCartney and his family, along with Joaquin Phoenix and Ella Gandhi, are among those urging COP26 to adopt the plant-based treaty to avert a climate catastrophe. As previously reported by Juan, the icons joined Moby, Peter Egan, and Jerome Flynn, as well as leading scientists and leaders, in issuing a strong message to COP26 delegates, urging them to adopt the plant-based treaty as a companion to the Paris Agreement. According to Anita Kranchek, the Plant-Based Treaty Global Campaign Coordinator, people are increasingly recognizing that meat, dairy, and egg consumption are driving carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide emissions, the three major greenhouse gases. It's time for COP26 delegates and other leaders to acknowledge that going plant-based will save our planet's future. For more breaking animal news stories and how you can help, visit worldanimalnews.com.